haven't lived your life looking at a face of scars and that's all you can see. Even when the scars are subsiding, that's still all you can see. It all stemmed from the challenges as a young teenager suffering from severe acne and acne scarring. And those who would have suffered from acne scarring as a teenager and into adulthood would understand and appreciate the effect it can have on your self-confidence or in, a belief in self. And so for me, wearing full coverage foundation was a way that I could go out into the world with an armor on. It was a way for me to then feel a little bit more comfortable, less self conscious about the scarring on my face, even though I would still have the raised skin from obviously the acne, etc. But the scarring at least could be covered. So I used to, and I have in the past used a lot of foundation, and have only ever purchased full coverage foundation for that purpose. Into adulthood, with continuous hormonal acne, which means that every month you're breaking out. So it's a constant cycle of acne. So even when you think you're doing better, it comes back again. It means that there's continuous scarring at or on different points of your face. And so it feels like a never ending cycle. It feels like you just can't get a break. Every time you think you're making progress, you're back to square one. And if your skin scars, it's even after the acne or even after the blemish has gone down, there's still a reminder, there's still evidence that this trauma, if I were to use that word, would have happened to your face, to your skin. And it can take its toll over time. So for me, makeup was the armor. And for a lot of women who suffer from continuous acne as a teenager and into adulthood, makeup is your place to try to just fit in, feel normal, not be looked at, not feel like an outcast or an outsider, and feel quote unquote normal. So as we get older, and I'm 48 and in perimenopause, which therefore means that my hormones, or estrogen, I think is lowering, which has resulted in not having the hormonal acne that I used to have every month with a cycle, because the hormones are up and down. Now I rarely suffer. I think there's like a very small one here, but very rarely do I suffer from acne now that I'm in perimenopause. Yeah, because perimenopause come in with other things for you. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna give you a break with the acne, but I come in for you with the brain fog. I come in for you with the fatigue. I come in for you with the mood swings. I come in for you with just, that feeling of her. I come in for you with dry patches on the skin. So even though the acne isn't there, it's coming in other ways. So now that I'm back to the point, now that I have not suffer, I don't suffer. Now that the monthly hormonal acne isn't coming for those of us we're not suffering from monthly hormonal acne. I still have mentally, I'm still makeup. So even though there might be very light scarring from before, because obviously with time the scarring gets a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. And now that you're not getting new scars on top of the old scars, you're starting to see a little bit of traction in that the skin can seem a bit clearer. But having lived your life looking at a face of scars and that's all you can see, even when the scars are subsiding, that's still all you can see. And so that means You still are in the routine of armor, armor, armor. Typically, nobody, unless it's obviously like my son or family at home, not even all family, just like my sister, really close family, not even friends. Most friends have not seen me without makeup. Very few people have seen me without makeup. That's to tell you. And even now, my skin isn't bad. My skin is not bad as it was when I was younger, but nobody sees me without makeup. I do not leave the house. I could be going to the corner shop to pick up, I don't know, milk or bread. I am putting makeup on my face. It's just now ingrained in me. I still feel very self conscious. People are watching me. People can see my face isn't perfect. That is how I feel at 48, when my skin has started to clear and I'm not suffering with the same things. That's to tell you the deep impact it has. So I'm saying all of that to say that certainly for me, and I'm sure many, women who would have experienced similar things and are a bit more advanced in life, my makeup choices are based on that lived in experience. I still wear full coverage. And so typically foundation is what I look for. I've never worn tinted moisturizer except for the first time a couple of months ago is when I started. I saw a video of a young lady, a content creator, applying a particular brand on her face. And when she applied it, the tinted moisturizer did not run down her face. And it looked like she was getting coverage. So I was like, wow, a tinted moisturizer that doesn't run and can give good coverage as if it was a foundation. I had to try this. So went out, got it. And since then, I've not worn my usual Chanel foundation. I have only worn Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer. And I've never worn moisturizer before this. I never liked tinted moisturizer. I'm like, that ain't giving no coverage. That's not for acne prone people. That's not for people with scarring. And I love the Laura Mercier. It feels like it's foundation. It's got good ingredients in it. It's good for your skin, etc. And so yeah, I'm loving that. But more and more, I'm starting to be willing to try new things, such as content creating. I have put videos on TikTok and YouTube with me without any makeup. I can't believe that. But yes, 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 yes. Yeah, so if I could do that, which is such a huge thing for me, if I can do that, why can't I try a tinted moisturizer that maybe has a little bit less coverage? For these no makeup days. I don't know if I can do that, but we'll see. I'll maybe give it a try. But all of that is to say love. Hence the reason that, so makeup is my only, not my only, makeup is my own personal armor, little armor that I use. And I feel very comfortable. I feel very confident when I'm wearing my makeup. And there are few brands thus far who have been able to enable me to go out into the world, be myself, feel confident, not be self-conscious, and I'm loving myself for it. I can even run through those things. First up, the OG brand for me when I was younger, Revlon Color Stay. Tell me your age without telling me your age, kind of Revlon Color Stay. Caramel, I think, was my shade. And that was all I would wear. One, because it gave full coverage, and two, because it was color stay. So the transfer was not having that transfer and not having that wet, dewy element where, if you touch your face, a lot of makeup's on there. So, and the makeup's coming off, and then the scarring becomes more visible. Revlon Color Stay Foundation, caramel shade. After Revlon, what did I move to? When I moved to the UK to study, I couldn't get Revlon in the UK. So I tried MAC. Again, MAC Studio Fix, I think. I can't remember what shade it was, but it was a warm undertone. MAC did its job. MAC was there for me as well. But then I found that maybe it was clogging my pores a little bit. I don't know, but I felt I was breaking out and I was looking for an alternative. Accidentally, I think I was at Miami Airport, walked into one of the stores, kind of just thinking, oh, what have they got, etc. Chanel foundation. The lady said, try it. I said, all right, let me see Chanel. Is Chanel really going to be able to give us coverage, to make sure the scarring doesn't come through, etc. I said, all right, let me try this. No, before that, I tried YSL, and YSL was good. So it was a toss-up between YSL, which I'd started using, and then the Chanel when I tried it out. Both were really good, but I think I stuck with Chanel and I didn't go back to the YSL. I didn't try the YSL after, because I think Boots, I had gotten a sample, and I was using that and it was doing the job. But when I did try the Chanel, I decided to stick with Chanel. So I didn't go ahead and buy the YSL. Actually, I might try back YSL. It was good. I liked it. And so ever since, it's been Chanel foundation for the past, few years well. Now I've found Miss Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer. Chanel's in the bag. Chanel's has not come out since I started Laura Mercier. Tinted moisturizer, translucent loose setting powder, ultra blurred. Chanel foundation, Chanel powder has not been used. Not because I don't like it, but because I'm just so into Laura Mercier. I treating Laura Mercier like we are, I behaving like it's the beginning of a relationship. Everything's great and fun, and or you have a new toy, and old toy to the side until you get bored with that. But no, Laura Mercier is the bomb, for the tinted moisturizer. But I'm willing to try out a few new products to kind of just see who else can handle the psyche of an acne scarred 48-year-old woman. Let me know what you think.